What is up, guys? Today we are heading to Ohio again. I'm gonna be spending some time with Street Aero, and then there is one show that we're gonna be attending. So that means we're gonna be taking the Whorevette. There was a bubble in each one of the front tires, so I decided that it would be best to put on the spares. Obviously the Nankangs aren't the best, but you know, they're almost 100% brand new. They have probably like 50 miles on them. Bryce was trying to convince me to take this thing down there so I could attend the show and everything, and I would have liked to take the Jeep. It would have been a little bit more comfortable ride, but man, Bryce, are you lucky that I was able to fit these wheels in here. So we ended up making it to Bryce's house, aka the Street Aero headquarters, last night. Perfectly fine. There was a couple little things on the Vette on the way here that I was kind of concerned about, but after checking it out, I mean, it looks perfectly fine. The roads weren't the best, but it ended up being okay. First thing is I want to get the other wheels on this thing, so I'm gonna have to put it up there, jack it up, get the other wheels on there. Stop right there. Come up. That's good. While inspecting some stuff, I ended up seeing that the bolt on the top hat of this coil was missing. So I actually had to replace this little washer and the bushing inside there, and we're gonna have to run to a hardware store and get another bolt to replace that. I took the other one off just so I can get the same exact size, and we're gonna go do that, come back, tighten this up, and then I'm gonna have to reseat this spring. The other spring is seated. This one didn't seat whenever I let it back down, so we're gonna probably have to lift up this side and then seat that spring, and then I'm pretty much done besides cleaning this thing up. As you saw, I put a lock washer on there, so that shouldn't be coming off, or at least hopefully not. And now my suspension can actually work. We're gonna have to reseat that spring, and then we should be moving on. So this is essentially the whole reason for me coming down here, was to not only design my own canards, but also produce them and then from there promote them. So these are for the Vette. We have the main size and then the smaller ones. These are gonna be up front, and then this is gonna be out rear. We do have to bend these. You'll see how they mount up. They're not gonna be mounted on the car right now. This is gonna be for the third iteration of the Whorevette. I'm really excited for these things. These things are exactly what I wanted. For those of you who watched my final bout video, you noticed that there was something very similar to this, but not quite as aggressive. So since this thing is done, we're gonna be able to start pulling these things off. We'll probably bend up a couple, see how they look, and probably test fit it on a car. Like I said, I'm not gonna be able to fit it up because I'm gonna be taking some of the stuff off of the Vette, and it's not gonna be a direct fit right now. I'm super excited to see the final product though. It's gonna look really awesome. So I know this is a little bit of a jump of time, but we ended up spending all last night cutting out the rest of them, but in red. And we have them all in the back here. We're gonna go ahead and take them out. We're actually at a show right now, and so we're gonna be presenting them and everything. And it's super early right now, so there's like literally no one in this damn garage. But yeah, I'm super excited to see how these look in the light. Obviously, these two colors aren't really gonna match this car. Once we go with the new color, these are gonna look super awesome. And then I think we're gonna put the red ones on one of the other cars here.
Say what? Get out first. Here we go.
Well, we're back home now. I know it's another like huge jump in time, but I ended up just leaving the meet. I had to swap out my front wheels and make another 300-mile drive home. As you can see, it made it back in one piece. There's only one thing that ended up breaking, and that was my driver's side headlight. I don't know what broke, but it literally is like, it was flopping down the highway, and I literally just like lifted it up and like made it like stick in place. But yeah, I don't know what happened to it, but I don't really care because I needed to get new like headlight assemblies anyways, just because the covers, they can't like properly mount into it, so that's why they're always kind of not perfect. And the next generation, next iteration of this car is going to be a lot cleaner. We're going to be getting a new bumper and kind of just making everything nice and clean, and it's going to be painted. And so I want everything to be flush and panel fitment to be perfect. Other than that, everything did well. I believe my coilover is still attached. That bolt ended up coming out somehow on the way there, but we ended up being okay with that. We can go ahead and take a look at the product that we made with Street Aero, and we'll probably be testing that in the next video. I have to take out my wheels, but this is what we ended up with from Street Aero. They obviously, as you guys saw earlier, they have the red ones too, but I decided to go with the yellow. So we have the two rears, and those are going to be going in the front of the rear wheel, and then we have the two smaller ones, and these are going to be going in front of the front wheel. And I think it's going to look really awesome. I'm super psyched to even just like test fit these, but and that's pretty much it. So anyways guys, hope you enjoyed today's video, and peace out.